I know this has gone on for a really long time, and before I kind of speak to the amendment, Representative, just in good fun, earlier I would say you kind of championed yourself as a constitutional champion of the people, and I just want to remind you that my seatmate here does T-shirts, and should you need a cape later, we might be able to get one for you. But in fun, I'm just saying that in fun, because I know you're carrying this bill, but in reality, this is really the governor's plan. So today I'm rising in opposition specifically of the governor's plan, even though there are no, we know that his tax plan is different than even what we are seeing from the Senate. With whether you call it a graduated income tax or the progressive income tax. So my opposition to this legislation really started back in January when I signed on to a House resolution that stated that this side of the aisle was 100% in opposition of the graduated tax system. So I, like my colleagues over here, believe that the real reason behind the push for the legislation is a desire for unending government expansion and the expansion of at the expense of the middle class and high-earning small businesses and individual taxpayers. So that being said, as offensive as the proposed rate increases are to farmers and small businesses, the increases to individuals are just as punitive. We're being told this is a financially responsible plan. This is coming from the same majority party that introduced already this year $12 billion in new spending in just this session. To me, those actions and this attempt to change the Constitution from a system where everyone pays the same to one that punishes success represents an insatiable appetite to grow the size, scope, and cost of government. What exactly will this $3.3 billion tax hike on the people of Illinois pay for? Let me just talk about a couple of them. How about taxpayer funding of elective abortions for any reason at any time during a pregnancy? How about a massive new bureaucracy that targets law-abiding gun owners? How about a huge expansion of government because, according to some of my friends who are Chicago politicians, which control every level of power in Illinois, that government knows best, not individuals? We're often told that this plan is the only fiscally responsible path forward. Well, House Republicans for weeks have argued that if the working groups would continue their efforts, that we could have a surplus using existing revenue streams. The working groups didn't even consider the governor's 8 to 10 additional proposed sale tax hikes when they were putting the budget together, and we still had enough money to meet our obligations and pass a responsible budget. House Republicans have also pointed out for weeks that the fiscal outlook for the state of Illinois is looking better for maybe as far out as the next 5 years. So what's the rush to put a constitutional amendment on the ballot to forever enshrine a graduated tax system? Our state is losing businesses to neighboring states that border my district, Representative Windhorse district, Representative Wright's district, Representative Greenwood's district, Representative Stewart's district, Representative Bristow's district, all of us. In Illinois, what we're saying with this constitutional amendment and the accompanying bill that sets the rates is this: the higher you climb, the more successful you are, the more jobs you create, the more the state of Illinois is going to tax you, regulate you, and increase fees on you. There's another way, folks. We can pay our bills, pass a balanced, responsible budget, and eliminate this policy from consideration by simply using existing revenues. I'm asking those who represent deep southern Illinois, the region that we all love and work together on, to join me today in voting no on this jobs-killing, tax-hiking, progressive income tax. Vote no.